Welcome, everybody. It's May 24th, 2024, episode 60. We're chugging right along.
All right,
Today,
60.
Choo-choo.
we have a question, a serious question. Is the weather just a natural phenomenon? Is the sun being in an active phase, amping up our weather? Or is it something much more sinister?
Dun, dun, dun.
Is the government and the
Oh,
elites actually manipulating our weather in order to make it appear like climate change is an existential threat? Guys, what do you think?
Experts say yes. I was just doing the whole thing from the History Channel, but I think it's an interesting idea. I think that we have quite a lot of a technology that could point us to the possibility of doing so. That we talked about this yesterday, but we know about the cloud seeding, we know about HARP, we know about these things that we know about the electromagnetism they've been pumping into the air.
chemtrails. Don't forget chemtrails.
We know that apparently these 5G towers that are all across the United States are just pumping out electricity during for long periods of time.
Isn't that a little odd? That all
very
of a sudden
odd.
have to be 5G and they're throwing out all this extra energy. Isn't that something? Isn't that a little ironic or coincidental?
It's
Definitely
messed
not
up.
coincidental.
But I mean, is this sun flare or active sun phase just the perfect
All right.
excuse for them to roll all this stuff out and just blame it on the sun?
Well, what I would go ahead.
What do you think, Chris? Go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't really know because, I mean, I remember when I was a kid, man, I remember storms being way worse. So, I mean, there's a lot to it. So, some of them, I mean, we were storm watchers, not in the sense of Twister or nothing like that, but anytime a storm,
but you watched them, right?
Anytime a storm happened when we were kids, we'd all get out on the porch, and the bigger the better. You know what I mean? But I remember some really wild storms back in the day, and I don't know. I mean, I like the theory.
I remember where I lived and grew up. We did the same thing. We didn't chase them, but we would watch storms on the back porch, and where I grew up in Bellbrook, Ohio, they were known for a lot of electrical storms. We had some great lightning. I mean, not a lot of like tornadoes or anything like that. We had some great light shows quite often, so I don't know if that's changed. I haven't lived there for a lot of years. I know some areas are getting hit real hard right now that normally haven't for many, many, many years. So that could be, a cycle of the planet. It could be, like Devin said, maybe a solar thing, that's going on. Or are we messing with it? You know what I mean?
Well, expand on that a little bit. Like, what do you mean? Like, where have there been wild storms that really have had wild storms?
Okay, for instance, just a few.
Well, Houston gets hit. Houston gets hit like crazy.
Not from thunderstorms with 117 mile an hour winds that blow down high electrical towers. But
a few years ago in
hurricanes, they get hit with tornadoes.
17 tornadoes in one night. That is not common for now. I mean, 17.
Show you the evidence. Shall we? Shall we dive down the rabbit hole?
Show me the evidence. I must see the evidence.
I'm late.
Play that beautiful video.
Okay. All right.
I will like this.
Their helmet, man.
There is a small island.
Devin, you got to remember the tinfoil helmet.
Just outside of Antarctica. Okay. Just a small island, uninhabited. Yet these strange anomalies keep happening. Now, NOAA and the powers to be says they're just anomalies. Nothing to see here. Obvious, but they just keep coming out of this one island. But these anomalies, and I'm going to bring this up. This is from a guy that I follow, and he seems to loves the weather, does what I do, likes to dive down the rabbit hole. It's Into Thin Air, and he tracks the satellite images, weather, infrared, NexRad, all the satellite images. Obviously, I don't have the time for that. I'm sorry about that. That's my house phone. Nobody calls that spam. and I can't shut it
Well,
up.
look, I appreciate the whole stuff from Antarctica and whatever, but show us something that's more localized to
No,
us.
I have to show you this first.
Okay, well, show us that, but I want more localized stuff. I told you Dayton, Ohio. Ohio. Very close
right.
where we live.
You
17
see,
tornadoes.
there's
There's
a very small island right here. Okay.
Where's
And
the
these large black anomalies keep appearing, growing, and going across the earth. And so let me show you. This is February 24th and April 24th. 1 month apart.
That music is terrible. Can you turn off this music?
It is calming when you know the world's about to end. So, all right, now
I don't want that to be the last thing I ever hear. I'm sorry.
now I'm going to show you. All right. This is Port-au-Prince. All right. Right on the other side, right where that black anomaly goes up. All right. Now remember, these are just anomalies, so it's just a glitch in the system. So there should be no weather that follows.
Right, it's a glitch in the matrix.
It's a glitch in the matrix. So this is Port-au-Prince, Africa, having some very unusual weather. Very abnormal weirdness going on in the sea. So there's weather associated with these anomalies.
What are we looking at here?
You're looking at Port-au-Prince. You're looking at a sunny day, no clouds, and windy. And the sea is swirling with this. You can see the
wind is taking water very far away.
I mean,
exactly
the ocean.
definitive. I mean, wind can happen.
Did you hear it? The ocean is
water very far away.
It's sucking the water away
Not knowing what's
from the
going on
beach.
Cape Town.
The ocean's much higher back there. It's pulling water away from the natural coastline.
It didn't look like the waves were going backwards to me there. It looked like they were going the right way.
No, they were going backwards.
Really
I didn't
any
see that. I saw that they were breaking towards the shore.
No, do you want me to show you again? I'll show you just the very end.
What are we doing?
Take away the music so you can explain what we're seeing so I can understand what we're seeing. Because when you have sound on, you can't hear you.
All right. So in this video right here, now you can with your own visual eyes.
Can you zoom it in or something? I mean, it's really far away.
I don't think I can.
The wind too very
sound off, please.
Now, see the waves.
Look at those.
The waves are going out. You can see the noticeably higher swells in the ocean. You can see the winds blowing away. The waves are going out to sea. Something is sucking the ocean away from Port-au-Prince.
I can see some of the wind blowing that way, but I can see the waves.
I mean,
they're
towards
breaking
the ground too, though.
inward. I'm not seeing what you're trying to see there.
A man tells you, listen to what he says. I mean,
not knowing what's going on Cape Town.
But see, right here on the bottom towards that building, I can see the waves coming in.
It's going out.
I can see some of the back ones. You know, I mean, it's just a break.
Those trees are blowing towards the camera.
Very too strong.
He just says the wind's very, very strong.
Is taking water very far away. Not knowing what's going on Cape Town.
The winds are taking the water very far away. Again.
I'm not seeing that. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that
not
one.
Going very not nice in Cape Town. The wind too very too strong. The ocean wind is taking water very far away. Not knowing what's going on Cape Town.
I mean, it's a bad vantage point, but this isn't the only place it's happened in this year. Now it goes up farther, and it goes towards the Bahamas. and pulls the water away from there. Give me a minute, and I'll find a video with that. But that is not only what's going. I mean, the only shot you have of that where you can see it. So
Well, what's the problem with that? What's the big deal about it going away?
well,
Because that's not common.
Well,
That's what he's saying.
what
there.
they're
It's not-
saying is that black
most
dot,
time the waves come towards the shore; they don't go away from the shore.
that black dot, all right, is a anomaly. That is what they say is a glitch in the system. That black dot passes right over, right? Well, not over, but about maybe 100 miles off the coast
Look.
of Cape Town. All right. So
Okay,
whatever
hold on a
it is,
second.
it
I'm
has-
not trying to be insensitive to your color blindness, but I'm not seeing a black dot that you're talking about.
You didn't see the massive black dot in
Yeah,
the
there's
middle
a-
of the
there's a-
storm?
yeah.
No, I
there's a
really
black
didn't.
dot.
I saw
Hold on.
the red and the oranges
You
and the
did not-
whatever, but I didn't see the
Yeah,
black
okay,
dot.
look. Now, so there's what they're saying is an anomaly in the system. All right. And I will turn off the
Sound.
Got off
sound
music.
for Devin. So he doesn't
Thank you, Lord.
have
So we can actually
Thank you,
talk
baby
over
Jesus.
things without hearing that.
Thank you, Tom Cruise.
All right. Now, it starts out as almost like a boat shape. Now, all right.
It's not up there.
It's coming. I know.
Yeah, we're not-
Oh, okay.
No.
I didn't know if you knew.
I'm sure he got rid of it already.
He deleted the evidence.
All right. So, do you see this
Wait.
black dot right here?
Black dot right
Okay,
here.
but isn't that like an island or something?
No, the island is down in here. It's about right
Gotcha.
here where that black dot forms.
Okay,
Right
well, play
now.
the video. Apparently, I'm not seeing the same thing you are.
Watch it grow. And
Oh,
Cape
okay,
Town
okay, I see it that time. All right,
is
I
going
got
up,
you. All right,
going up towards the Bahamas in the United States.
all right. I got you
Now-
there. It starts as a black dot, but it's sort of like real dark red towards the
Now
end.
look.
So that's the severity of the
Now
storm.
look. All right, now there's more information here. Okay. See these little curly bars?
Yeah.
That's the wind. So it's
Right.
going towards it here. Look at the winds coming up from behind it. Just, I mean, it's just sucking wind with it. Hits the coast, turns away, almost pulls so Cape Town's right around up here. And so it's pulling the water away. I believe it's south, down around.
But it looks like it's going towards the way the dot's going, or the dark color or whatever is going.
What? The wind? It is.
The wind, yeah, the wind is
Why
going.
is the wind there?
It's
Why-
kind of going the other
Look-
way, but
Look at those wind bars. How strong they are.
Yeah,
Why-
if it's a strong storm, the wind will follow.
That's an anomaly. There's no storm that looks like that. This isn't looking at clouds. It's looking at the wind conditions.
I don't know. I think people are finding, like, with the growth of technology and everything, and they're finding stuff, and they're just I don't know. I can't get with
look,
this.
it's like, yeah, I know. I agree with Chris on this one. Look, it's
I
like,
mean, I can bring up some stuff right here where
Hold on.
Ohio's had 19 tornadoes this year so far.
right.
But these are what causes the weird weather. All right. So if you take, I don't know what the anomaly is, whatever it is, it's a strong depression. You know what I mean? It's its own wind source. And you throw that from cold water into warm water. All
Yeah.
right.
Look,
And it pulls cold water with it. What do you think happens to the storms? All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
the storm gets stronger.
it creates a strong, unstable atmosphere. So what is a hurricane?
It's warm water, cold
No.
water, warm water meeting.
But why does it happen? So in a hurricane,
It's cold and
look, you're hold on.
cold in the
you're-
warm.
You're desperate to prove your point, but
this-
here's what I'm saying. Look,
no, wait, no, I don't want to hear what you have to say till you hear my explanation. All right, we get them at the late summer and beginning of fall. All right, it's winter in the southern hemisphere. Low pressures, all right, which are prevalent in the winter because cold air sinks, rises above the equator just by the natural tilt and the spin. So a low pressure goes into very warm summer waters, and it creates a super low I mean, it's just that low pressure, that sinking air sucks up that warm water that's evaporated off and creates hurricanes. The stronger the low, the better organized the hurricane, the stronger the storm. So, what they're doing right here is they're using some system that pulls that cold water up into the Caribbean very fast. That's going to make super hurricanes. That is not normal. That is that.
But what are they using?
What did you say to us this year, Scott?
Look,
what did they just hear today from NOAA?
Who's NOAA?
It's going to be the worst hurricane season that we've had since 1999.
Who is NOAA?
I understand the currents
National,
and stuff are one thing, but look, listen,
atmospheric, National Oceanographic Atmospheric Association.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, are you done? So I can speak.
Yes.
Okay. Look, I understand the warm waters and the currents are one thing, and I have very, very little knowledge about. I'll admit to that. But what you're trying to prove your point is, well, if the wind goes this way, why is it dragging the water out that way? It's sort of like
I just explained why it did it.
No, you didn't. Because look, the wind acts differently if you're going across a prairie where there's nothing in the way, or if it's going through a city where there's tall buildings and all kinds of stuff in the way. That changes the wind direction. And you can't say that that's not true.
No, there's actually more to that. Wind blowing between buildings over an open prairie. Yes, there's nothing to stop it. But if you push wind through a smaller crevice, such as two buildings,
it picks up the power.
It amplifies the velocity.
And then it hits the next building beyond that, and it spins back around because it goes around the damn building.
So what it is it's
we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this because you're throwing bullshit at me, and I'm blocking it every way we can.
Watch your language, young man.
I don't want to waste more time on this, but here's the next one where you could actually see.
Okay, wow, you are not going to believe what I found in the exact same spot that we originally found the Antarctica anomaly.
Now watch.
He's going to explain it. Friends. So, as many of you know, I was the one that broke this Antarctica anomaly situation last week. Of course, many big channels ran with it, and a lot of people assumed they dropped it. But in fact, my version of this video has garnered over 30 million views on different social media accounts. And this one honestly should get more because I have found yet another chart that we don't even get to use anymore, at least in this fashion, that was removed for these reasons that you're seeing. It's showing these frequency pulses coming out of the coastlines of Antarctica and causing these ripple rings to show up directly where our Antarctica anomaly has showed up more than once. There's no denying that there's some sort of frequency, sort of things going on in this area where not a lot of people are allowed to go. And in my opinion, there's no coming back from this. People can't deny that there's something going on in this area of the world, and it's affecting all sorts of things. I can't say for sure that it's directly related to Dubai or the weather radar failing in the United States multiple times in the last month. But what I do know is none of this stuff is normal. And there's a lot of people out there trying very hard to stop this information from getting out. So with that said, my friends, please share this video. I'll have a much longer in-depth version on YouTube, but hopefully this one gets the word out there.
Okay. Now, Chris, Devin, do you want to take this or you want me to fight him on this?
No, I think he's actually right.
Look, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris. What do you guys?
I was just going to say it's 100% real or weird. I don't know who that dude is. I don't know if he's credible. You know what I mean? Like there's some stuff to that. Look, I will say that this year has been awfully weird, and especially with storms. So I'm going to bring something up for you real quick. And this is what 19 tornadoes hit Ohio so far in 2024. An unusual start for the year of our area. Columbus, Ohio, since the start of 2024, 19 tornadoes have hit Ohio, which is not typical for our area, especially during the first few months of the year. And then there's this one right here I want to show you. Another tornado devastated town. Why so much severe weather this spring? So there's definitely some weird weather going on, and 5 people died in there. You know, that's sad. But look at this. Look at this damage.
Oh, that's
let me bring it to this. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it up. Look at what that tornado did. You know, you see it. It dug into the earth.
Look, I'm not.
So the only thing I'm trying to say, I don't know how to. Okay, stop.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, I can't get out of here. I done stuck myself.
Okay,
I
look,
stuck,
all right.
I stuck myself in there.
Same guy.
But
I'm
hold
not
on,
saying that.
there has definitely been some really weird weather this year. It's very unusual for them type of storms to be hitting, especially at this frequency. You know what I mean? So I'll get with you on some of it, but these places like Texas gets hit all the time by all types of different storms.
You're right, but let's look at this. All right,
I'm just saying, like Texas and stuff like that. It's not weird for them to get hit.
See, this it almost looks like a thumbprint. The way it forms and everything. All right, so it comes out in a swirl. Now that's not normal. That doesn't happen.
That's my thumbprint.
Yes. Now look, this right
mine.
here. This is an extremely rare reverse tornado in Oklahoma, spinning backwards.
Yeah, that other one was in Greenville, Iowa, that I was showing you.
This right here is a backwards spinning, a counterclockwise tornado. They spin clockwise.
Yeah, that is very odd.
That doesn't happen. Why is that? I mean, I'll let you listen to him. This guy, he is a weather nut. I like to follow him for weather. He's really good. I mean,
Oklahoma. I'm sure many of you remember that because it's been talked about all over the internet over the last couple of days, and we are seeing this happen again. So this warning right now is for the severe weather that is supposed to take place in Texas today. After seeing this anomaly once again, which is very hard to pass up as some sort of coincidence, we need to keep an eye out for these types of tornadoes today in Texas. This is your warning. Get this video out to as many people as possible because these radar anomalies are becoming more and more noticeable and more people are picking up on it. And I couldn't be happier. I've been screaming this from the rooftops for years and years now, and so have many other channels that are very much into this stuff. It's time to open
anti-cyclonic tornado.
All the info is right in front of your face. Thank you all. More
updates. It is. It's right there with actual radar and various things like that. Now, that's not all. All right. This is the scary part. All right. Right here.
Scott, what about this scares you?
I'm
Why does it scare you to think that the government is possibly doing these evil things, creating storms to destroy us?
It doesn't look. I mean, I'm not scared of anything. Okay. I mean, short of God himself coming in front of me and saying,
just
here's this and that. I'm not scared of anything.
The possibility of it being manipulated by man.
But you guys, you know, I mean, look at your messages. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and play whatever. I mean, whatever. Not those messages, Devin.
Oh, okay.
I mean, whatever. I mean,
no, I get what you're saying, and I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? There's some things like Greg, I've seen those videos. You showed them to us before. You know, I would like to know who that guy is and how credible is he at what he's saying? Because some of the stuff is just a little.
All he's doing is showing
out there.
He's showing you radars. That's it. That's just satellite image that you can get on right now. And he watches them. And when he sees something that shouldn't exist, he puts it out there. I mean, anti-cyclonic.
How does he know it shouldn't exist? That's what I'm saying. Like, who is he? What is his?
It's not normal.
No, it doesn't happen. I mean, the rarity. When have you ever heard of an anti-cyclonic?
I'm not a weather. What I'm saying is, I'm not a weather expert.
How long have you been alive? You know what I'm saying?
Years.
And you've heard about an anti-cyclonic tornado.
Here's a question.
That spins counterclockwise.
I know enough to know they don't do that. They shouldn't do that.
Is that black dot coming off that island when you see this pulse shooting out? Now,
like I said, that is very odd. I agree with that.
All right.
That is odd, but I don't watch radar all day. You know what I mean?
Let's go to the.
He does apparently. So I guess
there are people, and a lot of people that watch the government, watch these satellites, watch for anomalies, watch for UFOs. This stuff gets out here because people sit and watch. They're obsessed with it. Now I'm going to show you a NexRad. This is a radar from space. This is satellite that reads.
Okay, I was going to ask you to explain what that is, but
microwave frequencies. Okay, so they're looking for microwaves, same microwave rays as your microwave would use. All right, but these are going up. You know what I mean? They're heating the atmosphere like a giant microwave. It's kind of like what HARP is, just very strong microwaves going in, and these are the next rad of the microwaves being microwave radiation being picked up by the satellite.
Pulse going from the east to the west coast. All right, boom. You see that? Those are next rad stations. Each of those towers are 750 kilowatts, pumping out between 2.7 to 2.9 gigahertz in the microwave range. This is roughly the same frequency as your microwave oven, and it has the same cause and effect relationship. This was 12 hours long that they held this pulse while we slept. And look at all the other anomalies that are happening here on the screen. Look at what's going on in Texas.
Anybody else seeing nothing?
No, it's not moving. Hold on.
Looks like a giant laser.
Something's going on. Something's wrong. Hold on.
All right, I was like, it's a still.
Yeah,
picture.
I'm just looking at.
I was waiting for something to do something like.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I'm sorry. It was. Like,
I've actually seen that video before, and
I probably
it is weird.
Yeah.
And if that's the truth of what they're doing, then maybe they are.
Yeah, they are. I mean, this is God to honest, just data. And it's what you take from this data is what you take from the data. This isn't somebody just talking to you. This is actual, satellite reading microwaves, the radiation. And so I'll play it again.
Noticing they are ramping.
Okay, it's moving now.
Yeah.
On the 16th, they started at 9:11 at night.
Look at that.
Until 9:11 in the morning. You see the pulse going from the east to the west coast. All right, boom. You see that? Those are next rad stations. Each of those towers are 750 kilowatts, pumping out between 2.7 to 2.9 gigahertz in the microwave range. This is roughly the same frequency as your microwave oven, and it has the same cause and effect relationship. This was 12 hours long that they held this pulse while we slept. And look at all the other anomalies that are happening here on the screen. Look at what's going on in Texas. All right, you see that big blast? Looks like a giant laser, doesn't it? Boom, see that? Then it gets obscured by the towers. Now they can add the Doppler towers with this. NextRad has like 159, Doppler has 160. Now you can consider the HARP stations. There's 33 of those, but they don't show up on this satellite. This covers the microwave range. This is a NextRad feed. All right. Now here's where it gets worse. On the 17th, the next day, here you go. Starts at 8:11 and goes until 9:11 in the morning. So they increased it another hour each day. So this is 13 hours we're getting hit with these frequencies. All right? You go to the 18th. They start at 7:11 at night, going till 9:11 in the morning, increasing it to 14 hours. If you feel like hell, this is a really good reason.
All right. There's one more, 59 seconds long.
So that's what we were talking about earlier with the 5G stations, I believe.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Real quick, one more. It's 59 seconds. It should wrap us up. I have lots more I could show you. Oh, there's no sound. Hold on. I'll let this guy talk because he controls the next rad or the video, so he gives good information.
Watch these towers and these stations. This is not weather. This is not rain. The light. Look, did you see that huge burst coming out of Nevada? Hang on, we're gonna stop it there. Hang on. Boom. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Stop it and back it up. What the hell's going on in Nevada, folks?
Area 51, maybe? I don't know where it's located in Nevada, but
this is insane. All right, now when you see the pulse subside, all right, you see that? What is left? We're still picking up microwave radiation. These are your fifth generation network stations that are all lighting up together. So you see how much radiation that is on its own.
They're baking us alive.
Yep.
Watch these towers, these stations. This is not weather. This is not rain.
I'm gonna
The
take
light.
it.
Look, would you see that?
I was gonna say I'm gonna be delicious. Somebody's gonna be happy.
I mean, that doesn't only, it affects weather too. It heats up the atmosphere. It's a microwave. It heats things up. So, I mean, now, do I think they're trying to just kill us? You know what I mean with that? Or
Scott, you're muted.
Weather? Yeah, I mean, they've been claiming climate change and telling you have to live poor and eat bugs and do this. And if nothing happens, no one's going to believe it. So they got to do
Hey,
stuff.
look at that. We're out of time.
They have
Everybody
to
have a good night. Have a great weekend.
Well, let me ask the last question and go around the room. Devin, manipulated? No.
Oh, very obviously manipulated. We have too much technology, and all these things are too weird for it to be normal. If the people that are, your experts, not your experts that are accepted by the
People
by
watching.
the mainstream are saying these things, I believe them rather than the mainstream that likes to tell me lies.
Chris.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very interesting. I would say there is some manipulation going on to an extent. Definitely a lot of weird stuff going on with the weather. So I hate to agree with it, but I mean, there's definitely a lot of strange stuff going on.
I gave you the data. You come up with the conclusion. Scott?
It doesn't matter what I think. Let's close it out.
Jesus Christ, Scott.
All right, guys, I gave you the data. You guys have what you need. Please put in the comment, what do you think? Manipulated, not manipulated? I mean, let's find this out. So everybody, I want you to like, subscribe, share, get us out there. We love doing this, especially conspiracy theory, especially when it's my day. But do it. I love conspiracy theories. Peace out. Everybody enjoy Memorial Day weekend.
Good night.
We will
God
not
bless
be
America.
we will not be on Monday because we also practice the holiday season. So we won't be here.
We will be here Tuesday.
We will be here Tuesday. You guys have a great weekend and roll that beautiful bean footage.
Later, you guys.
Later.